This is still a developing story. So sad, so sad. Oriyomi, Hamzat, and ex-wife of Ooni of Ife, Naomi Shilekunla, both of them decided to come together to host children. They were to feed children and, of course, give them gifts. This is not the first time that this will be done, but unfortunately, it seems this time around, it came with a sorrowful outcome. We heard that some children lost their lives as a result of the stampede and a host of other conditions. This is where the police should have come into this. They should have been able to manage the crowd. Unfortunately, that is not so. Maybe Oriyomi Hamzat could not get the amount of ushers or security or protocols that will direct traffic and also direct the crowd. It's very important when you have a huge gathering such as this. Crowd control is of the utmost importance. The talk right now is that Oriyomi Hamzat and Naomi, both of them, are being accused. They said Oriyomi Hamzat did what he did so as to harvest the lives of these children for his own personal glory. You know how people come up with different talk and narrative. No one asked them to come by force. They did. And now they said, oh, because of the outcome, the stampede, Oriyomi Hamzat and Naomi, both of them, they must have done this so as to kind of get their rituals done. Seriously. So sad. The thing is this, the police arrested Naomi and Oriyomi Hamzat. Let us watch and listen, and we'll be talking more.
Time for the news update on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mary Bashua Alimi. In Oyo State, at least 30 children have died in a stampede which occurred at a fun fair in the Basharun area of Ibadan. Commissioner for Information and Orientation in the state, Dotun Yelade, confirmed that the injured victims are receiving treatment in about 5 hospitals. Senior reporter Olaide Oyewole has more in this report.
Sorrow and grief filled the air as parents helplessly watched their children get stampeded to death, while others were injured at a fun fair intended to gift 5,000 children 5,000 naira each for Christmas.
Just because of, I don't know.
The ill-fated event was said to have been organized by a former queen of the Ooni of Ife, Naomi Shilekunla Ogunwusi, in collaboration with a popular radio station, which held at the open field of Islamic High School. However, the event took a devastating turn when the number of children exceeded the expected 5,000, leading to a chaotic struggle for entry. This is the open field where at least 5,000 children were supposed to get a token of 5,000 naira each to celebrate this Christmas. But unfortunately, a site that is supposed to be a place of celebration has now turned to a location of sorrow and grief. Following this incident, Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Adebayo Lawal, visited one of the hospitals where some injured children were taken. The doctor confirmed that 4 children were brought in dead, while others are still receiving treatment.
Altogether, exactly. Yes, so 2 survivors, 4 dead. 1 has been taken away by the parents. Police are.
The Oyo State Deputy Governor revealed that the government was not aware of the event.
The security agencies said they were not contacted. That queen should turn in herself to the police immediately. And then the radio station, proprietor of that radio station, should also turn in himself.
Mothers who lost their children to the tragic incident are still in shock, struggling to come to terms with the unimaginable loss that has befallen them. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
tí a máa lè ṣètò fún. So
nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn èló ni wọ́n fi wọlé àwọn ọmọ tí ń bọ̀ èló ni kí wọ́n mú dání èló ni wọ́n fi wọlé.
lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ni o, lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́.
ọ̀fẹ́
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
ní kí gbogbo ọmọ ọmọ bọ̀ 5,000.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni torí ó jẹ́ ohun tó wá sí mi lọ́kàn láti máa ṣe fún àwọn ọmọdé, especially àwọn ọmọ gan tó jẹ́ wípé lásìkò ọdún báyìí wọ́n lè má sí owó púpọ̀ lè má sí lọ́wọ́ òbí láti lè múnú wọn dùn. Ọmọdé dẹ̀ ṣe pàtàkì fún orílẹ̀-èdè torí gbogbo nǹkan téèyàn bá máa dà láti kékeré ni. Mo fẹ́ràn ọmọdé gan ni, mi ò wá nílé bí ọmọ 5,000. So nítorí náà gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tí mo bá ń tọ́jú làwọn ọmọ mi.
Wings Foundation.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Wings Foundation, women in need of guidance and support. Àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n nílò àtìlẹ́yìn àti ìrànlọ́wọ́. And tá bá dẹ̀ sọ nípa obìnrin tó nílò ìrànlọ́wọ́, kò sí bí ọmọ ò ṣe ní síbẹ̀, kò sí bọ́rọ̀ ọmọ ò ṣe ní jẹyọ. Ọmọ ló máa ń jẹ́ kí obìnrin kó làágùn jù.
Kí ló dé tẹ́ fi wá rò wípé ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn 5,000 ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ tí máa ń ṣe gbogbo ibi tí Ìbàdàn náà nù 5,000.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ìbàdàn torí pé a mọ̀ pé Ìbàdàn jẹ́ ìlú ńlá ní gbogbo South West, Ìbàdàn láti jẹ́ ibi tó tóbi jù. So nítorí náà a túbọ̀ gbé sókè bọ̀ a ti máa ń ṣe náà bí 5,000 4,000 la máa ń ṣe ní gbogbo ìlú tá ti ń lọ náà.
Aago mélòó ni kí àwọn ọmọ kí wọ́n ti máa dé ní àárọ̀?
Aago 10 àárọ̀ la fi sí. Aago 10 àárọ̀.
Aago 10 àárọ̀.
Aago 10 àárọ̀. So gbogbo àwọn tó bá dẹ̀ bí wọ́n bá ṣe wọlé sí ni tó bá ti pé bí 5,000 yà lè má lè accommodate àwọn ọmọ tó ń bí àlè ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ àwọn ṣe mọ̀ pé ó ní ojú nǹkan tá a ṣètò sílẹ̀ kó má bàa di pé á pọ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Islamic High School ní Basoro nìbàdàn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Mo mọ condition tí mo wà bí mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Aláàjì
mo mọ tí mo ti go through.
mo believe yín torí mi gan tí mi ti ń bẹ̀ mo mọ bó ṣe ṣe mí.
Ìhòhò ni mo lọ lé lánàá, ìhòhò ọmọlúàbí wọn kò sásọ kankan lára mi mọ́ lẹ́yìn boxer àti jean mi kékeré. Ìhòhò tẹ́ bá rí picture wọ́n ń gba fóònù lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn lẹ́ẹ̀fi tí mo rí picture mi kó máa fly around. I was mo ń sunkún bí ọmọ kékeré ni àtọlọ́pàá àti road safety àti otman ni wọ́n ń rẹ̀ mí táwọn òbí yẹn gan ń rí mi táwọn gan bú ẹkún tí wọ́n ń sunkún. The way tí àwọn èèyàn wá fi ń ṣe wọ́n ṣubú léra wọn èyí sí bẹ́ẹ̀ o mo dẹ̀ sáré débẹ̀ àwọn tó ṣubú yẹn jẹ́ àgbé wọn mo dẹ̀ ń gbé wọn mo ń gbé wọn ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣubú sì tún rọ́ọ̀ṣì wá wájú ẹ̀ sì tún tẹ̀ wọ́n again nítorí tẹ́ ẹ̀ tí kí ni nǹkan náà tí wọ́n fẹ́ fún wọn kí ni nǹkan náà mo tún bọ́ orí rédíò mo ní èyí tí wọ́n fẹ́ fún yín ò nítumọ̀ wọ́n kàn fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ òdùnnú ni ẹ̀bùn tí ò nítumọ̀ ní kí wọ́n lè padà ojú kòkòrò ìwà burúkú tó wà nínú ẹlòmíì kan tó yẹ pé Ọlọ́run fi dá Ọlọ́run fi ṣe bó ṣe ṣe ní ń dà wá láàmú wàláì. I pity the woman I pity her and I even pity myself. ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ mo sọ mo ní tó jẹ́ kí n máa gbowó children carnival tí mo ṣe lágídígbò mo ní mo fi ń regulate ẹ ni owó tí mo fún ẹ mo lè fún ẹ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ but tí n bá fowó sí wọ́n da gbogbo ẹ̀rù wọ́n ti yọ géètì fẹ́ǹsì mi géètì àgídìgbò bó ṣe nípọn tó yẹn wọ́n yọ wọ́n ti tì ó ti fẹ́ ṣubú lu àwọn tó wà nínú ilé ńjọ́ náà kí n tó mú kí ni ẹ bá lé wọn tí mo lé wọn dànù nígbà tí n fi padà wọbẹ̀ géètì yẹn ti fẹ́ wó lu àwọn tó wà tí ẹ̀ rí pé géètì ti fẹ́ wó ni tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ tí géètì yẹn tó wó géètì tó ní òní wọ́n rọ̀ wọlé wọ́n wà máa tẹ àwọn tó ti wó lù yẹn wọ́n máa tẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ nítorí tí wọ́n fẹ́ they don't care life ò ní túmọ̀ sáwọn táwa gan care fún àwọn táwa gan fẹ́ mọ̀ sànú yẹn gan ò láàánú ara wọn láàánú àwa gan. So ibi tá a bára wa dé ni o wàláhì woman yẹn try o ọlọ́pàá tá à ń expect yọ kó dé ní 8 o'clock wọ́n ti dabẹ̀ yẹn rú láti 5 o'clock. Ìta sọ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ from minutes to 7 náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tẹ àwọn mọ́lẹ̀.
Aláàjì á jẹ́ wípé wọ́n já géètì wọlé nìyẹn o.
Géètì tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti tì ọdẹ wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n fọ́ọ̀tì géètì okùn tó fi ti géètì láàrin bírèkì ni. tó wà ní 400 ó sì wá wájú oní nọ́mbà 3 ó sì ló wọn ya fọ́tò ó sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàhálà. Ẹlòmíì ó ti ọmọ ẹ̀ sí mi báyìí ọmọ òṣùbù yóò forí gbálẹ̀ yóò mọ̀ ṣẹ̀jẹ̀. Ilé sọ yí òbí tí mo ti arrest silently fúnra mi tí mo tì mọ́lé nítorí bó ṣe ṣe ọmọ. Mo ní mo fẹ́ fún wọn lóúnjẹ ní kòtò àánú mo pè yẹn 1,000 èèyàn 3,000 plus dẹ̀ wá mo sì dá wọn 1,000 lóǹtàn ẹ̀yin 3,000 tó kù ẹ̀ tó ẹ̀yin 2,000 tó kù ẹ̀ tó kò lè tó ń táwọn yẹn gbà tọ́ra àwọn ọmọ pè ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin náà ò ní sanwó lọlé o. Mo fún wọn ní ráìsì abọ́ méjì ẹ̀wà abọ́ méjì gààrí abọ́ mẹ́rin ni mo fẹ́ nìkọ̀ọ̀kan náà àwọn tí mo pè yẹn o ṣé mọ̀ pé èèyàn kan nínú àwọn tí ò rí gbàdé lọ́ba pé dákun ó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ gàrí agolo 5 fún mi nínú tí wọ́n fún ọ ó lóun ò lè fún ọ ó lóun ò lè fún ó lè dànù nígbà tí mo wá fẹ́ mọ fún àwọn tí ò rí gbàdá àkọ́kọ́ padà tí mo ní wọn ó tò ṣé mọ̀ pé ẹni àkọ́kọ́ tó lóun ò lè fún yẹn tún padà wá tò ó dẹ̀ ń tì wọ́n ó dẹ̀ ń dàbẹ̀rú kò mọ̀ pé mo rí òun lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ó sì padà wọ́n fẹ́ mọ́ dàbẹ̀rú greediness ojú kòkòrò ìmọ̀tara ẹni nìkan tó bá ti jẹ́ pé nǹkan ọ̀fẹ́ wọn kò rí láìfù ọmọ wọn tó ọmọ rí ó jẹ́ wọn ọ̀mọ́ nítorí ọ̀sọ́ ọmọ wọn ò kí ẹ̀ ìdíwé tí wọ́n ṣe máa ń ṣe ọlọ́run kódà ó dàbí pé kéèyàn máa lójú àánú gan ọlọ́run ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí gan bóyá ọlọ́run ò fẹ́ because èmi tí mo bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí àwọn ọmọ kékeré wọn pè àwọn àgbàlagbà lọ wá ìyá arúgbó kan bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí mo gbé dìde tí mo ní màmá ọmọ yín dà ó lóun ọmọ wa arúgbó kí ni ẹ wá ṣe ń bì ó lóun ọ̀rọ̀ Oríyọmí rí òun fẹ́ fojú kun Oríyọmí ni ilẹ̀ fi wá bí ètò tí wọ́n pè fún ẹ̀ ṣe làgídìgbò màmá torí Ọlọ́run ẹ̀ ṣe làgídìgbò àwọn àgbàlagbà yẹn náà dẹ̀ ń ṣubú tí wọ́n bá ti ṣubú báyìí àwọn ọmọ kékeré ó fẹsẹ̀ kọ́ wọn ọmọ kékeré ó ṣubú ẹlòmíì náà màmá ṣẹ̀wọ̀n pé yóò fọ́ nísìnyí pé nígbà tí wàhálà yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ a bá àwọn ọmọ oṣù 2 oṣù 4 ọmọ ọdún kan níbi kan tí wọ́n kó wọn sí wọ́n tó 7 àríyá wọn àwa la ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kó wọn tá a ṣẹ̀ ń wáyà wọn káàkiri.
owó mi jábọ́ ṣá.
níbo ẹlòmíì kígbe pé abẹ́ gọ́tà ni o abẹ́ gọ́tà abẹ́ gọ́tà àwa ń wá àwọn ìyá ọmọ kì ẹlẹ́nìkan wá bá mi aláàjì mò ń wọ́ ọmọ mi ọlọ́mọ ọdún mélòó ọlọ́mọ oṣù 2 ẹnìkan ló ń wá bébí ọ̀sẹ̀ 3 ọmọ oṣù 2 bó o lo ẹsẹ̀ ṣe tí kò sí lọ́wọ́ yín ni tí bó o lẹ́sẹ̀ gbé nígbà tí èsì kò lè rìn fúnra rẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ fi rí. bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn o.
It is well.
wọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn nǹkan tó bá rí pé tó ṣubú wájú rẹ̀ èèyàn kan ṣubú wàá try láti gbé dìde kí ẹ ṣe pé wọn náà ó tún máa tẹ̀ wọ́n lẹ̀.
Well, there is a lot that we can say about this ongoing. A lot of people have lent their voices to it, and they have 1 or 2 things to say. They believe that crowd control should have been of the utmost importance. And also, when you have a gathering of young people, or even any gathering, they should have gotten medical assistance. I mean, like ambulances around. This is how it is supposed to be. This is how it is done in countries where things work in the same line. Unfortunately, that is not what it is. We will be saying we have to apportion blame to the structure. These are problems. These are problems that need to be dealt with. These are problems, the lackadaisical attitude of the government and their inability to realize what they should be doing. First, Oriyomi Hamzat should be taking permission. I mean, his charity should have taken the appropriate permission to gather children in whatever position or location. And automatically, police, local security, and medical should have been present. That's what it is supposed to be. And if you look at it, I know children want to be in places where they will be giving gifts and whatever. It is always, that's just what, it doesn't matter whatever country it is. Whenever there is a giveaway and children want to be there. They want gifts. They want to be around such. Because I saw some people say, oh, look at poverty. What are you talking about? The level of lack might be different from country to country, continent to continent. But whenever you have a gathering where giveaway and all of that is going to be done, you will have children who will trouble their mother, trouble their father, trouble their ward. Please take me. I want to be there. I want to be part of it. I want to be part of this, take a giveaway, this competition or whatever. It was supposed to be a carnival for children where food will be given to them, gifts will be given to them and all of that. That is what it is supposed to be. So Oriyomi Hamzat has been talking about this for some couple of months ago, and she the ex-wife of Ooni of Ife, came in also to support, saying, Oriyomi Hamzat, let's do this together. And it became a stampede. It became a stampede. They all could not even manage themselves. Oriyomi Hamzat had looked at 5,000, meaning he's ready to provide for 5,000 children. According to the woman that spoke just now, she said we are not even up to 5,000. Now, I cannot really say if they are up to 5,000 or not, because she must be able to prove that they are not above 5,000. Let us assume that they are not even up to 5,000 there. What about crowd control? When Oriyomi Hamzat said, I want 5,000, how many private personnel did he get if the police are unwilling? If they say, look, we are short of staff, we cannot provide for you, maybe we can just give to you 2 or 3 police officers. Maybe if they said so, I don't know. I think after all of this, Oriyomi Hamzat will have to come out to talk and tell the world what measures that he put in place. This is a big, huge lesson. A huge, big lesson. A huge, big lesson, not just to the organizers, but to those that are attending too. You go to a place and you see the crowd and you observe and you see it seems this place is too full. Take your bags and go home. Take your bags and go home, regardless of now that lady is screaming and shouting, I have lost my son. I have lost my child. If I had known, I would not have come for maybe a plate of rice or maybe possibly a bag. And I also heard the lady saying some people, they already are taking certain things and they are still there pretending as if they've, crowd control and proper planning. Crowd control, proper planning. That would have solved this. But it is what it is. It has happened. But the negativity surrounding it and the way people are going about it, saying, trying to put a portion blame on Oriyomi Hamzat and Shilekunola for their goodwill. Their goodwill. Some even are attacking Naomi, saying, are you not a seer? Are you not a prophetess? How come you did not see that this was going to happen before you came? You should have seen it and said, oh, let us put in the proper measures, or not even do this at all, because I see children passing away. Some said that she has lost sight ever since she went with Ooni of Ife against the will of God, that she has lost sight and she's no longer seeing nothing. That a lot of, may our goodwill, may it not turn into bad will. May it not turn into this. They said that Oriyomi Hamzat is trying to do rituals so as to gain more fame and popularity or whatever. I don't know what these things mean. They are saying a lot of things, and probably the reason why many of them are saying it is because of the hatred they have towards him, or maybe because of the realities of life, things that a lot of people have experienced or seen. It seems no one can be trusted, something like that. It's a sad, sad situation. It's a sad situation. People are talking about this right now, and they are asking questions. I hope that within this questions that are being asked here and there, I hope that within this question we have some solution. Because talk is not going to yield nothing. Solution to all of these challenges. That is what we need to be talking about. I don't know if you guys are connecting to what I'm saying. It's not just the talk of it. What about solution? What is the way out? Are you learning from this? Because maybe someone might be, we are doing our own giveaway. What are the measures that you have put in place? Strict measures that you have put in place. Crowd control. Medical. Should a child or anyone have some health challenges or crisis, what are we going to do? These are the things to look at. These are the things to look at. I mean, come on, look at that space. At times, you might not have enough money to provide for some of these things. Then, you have to be careful about the crowd, about the people you are inviting. A lot of things needs to be looked into. Do you know that place, they might not even have toilets? Let's say that place was, let's say the giveaway or the carnival was done in an open space, or let's say inside of a school with toilets and classes. Those classes should have been converted into maybe a place to deal with. It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing. This story, like I said, is still developing. We don't know what and what. Some people said they saw Oriyomi and Hamzat. He wasn't putting on his shirt. We heard that he tore his clothes out of pain. Out of the pain of what has happened. He tore it and he's like, oh, my enemies have finally caught me. No, it's not your enemies catching you. It is just these things will happen. We've seen Stampede, even in the Western world. We've seen Stampede, we've seen all of these things. It's a human thing. Human beings, all of a sudden, they begin to act lesser than animals. They don't just have the common sense like, oh, they just begin to move. Let's move. Let us move. Let's just be in motion. And they begin to press and march on other people. They say it's an open space. So obviously it's a stampede. It's a stampede. Everyone rushing towards, they don't mind their children, pulling their kids. Let's reach forward. Let's grab our own bag, our own plate of food or something. What nonsense is this? It is so sad. I know some people might be like poverty of the mind, and real poverty in reality could have played out, because if you are comfortable to an extent, you will not want to be there. You will be in your home because there's nothing you want to go there to take. You can afford to buy bags or food to give your kids. So you will be like, no, we are not going nowhere to go and take food and bags and give away or take anything from any charity. But the poor will always be. But what kind of poverty is what we should talk about, because poverty also has its own level. It is a serious situation. It's a serious matter.